Hey YouTube, how you doing? Thank you for joining me tonight. I'm doing this on my phone, so let me just get the right distance here because I was a little close. There we go. So I'm doing this on my phone, so sorry about that. I don't really have a professional camera, but first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for stopping by my channel, The Magical Solution. My name is Leilani. For you guys who are new to my channel, welcome and thank you. For those of you who have been anxiously awaiting my very first video, which is this one, yay! Thank you for your support and for subscribing, and I really hope that you stick around and share my videos. So, before I kick it off, actually, I want to give a shout out to the person who has been kind of pushing me to do this YouTube channel the most. I mean, I get a lot of calls from my clients and from people that I do classes for to do a YouTube channel to kind of make like follow-up videos to my classes so that they get a deeper awareness of what we're going through. And it just took me so long. I'm a very camera shy person. I just don't like being on camera. So I want to give a huge shout out to a wonderful Facebook friend of mine and also another YouTuber. Her name is Jasmina, and her YouTube channel is Ancestral Witch, and I will put a link down below for you. I really hope that you go and check it out. Her videos are awesome. They're short, sweet, to the point, no nonsense videos, which I love. And they're, they're a little bit different because they're coming from the perspective of her culture. And there's nothing more that I admire than people who are connected to their roots and to their culture and who are willing to share those experiences, especially if you're not a traveler, if you have never left your own country, to be able to see magic through a different culture's perspective, I think is a beautiful thing. So I definitely support her, and I hope you guys go and check out her stuff. So, today, for my very first video, I debated for a really long time on what I wanted to do for my first video, because for me, first impressions are very important. But at the same time, I was like, you know what, I can't, if I wait for just the right topic or just the right moment, this YouTube thing will never happen. I'm a Virgo and I overthink stuff way too much. As a matter of fact, even this video is being done like kind of on the fly. I'm trying my very best to stay calm about that and say to myself, you know what, I'm not going to edit it. Let's just do this, right? So today's topic, I think we should start off with the very basic fundamental question. What is magic? What is it? How does it work? Where does it come from? How do you use it, right? This question was prompted. It was a thread that I was following. Actually, no. There were several threads from several Facebook groups that I'm involved in, and they all had to do with, ethics and morals, right? And whether or not there's any such thing as backlash to cursing and hexing, and, what the difference is between healing magic and baneful magic and X, Y, and Z, right? That topic is a topic for later discussion. Definitely not a newcomer kind of topic, so I'm definitely not going to be focusing on that. I think that will come with time, and hopefully we'll get into that much later on. But for now, those Facebook group threads had prompted me to ask this question on these groups, because I think this question is necessary for not only a newcomer, not only a solitary practitioner, but a practitioner in general who is confronted with their own moral and ethical code, right? What is magic? Where does it come from? How does it work? These are the basic fundamental questions, but they're deep and they're philosophical questions that honestly, you should really be able to answer for yourself. They require you to do research. They require you to dig deep inside your soul, Now, I can sit here as a YouTube, whatever, and tell you what my research has told me, what my experiences has told me, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to spoon feed that information to you, at least not now. I think that information will be revealed as my videos go on. you know, because you're eventually just gonna get who I am at some later point. And to give it all to you in one video, I don't think is I don't think is necessary. You'll figure it out. But for the realness of it, though, you know, I don't feel that it's not that it's not fair. I'm not gonna say that. But my experiences aren't your experiences. My pain and my suffering and the people that I had to lose and the lessons that I had to learn are not yours. So, you know, my definition of magic and where I think it comes from and what I have to say about that, I don't think is relevant in this video. I think this video is meant to ask those big questions and to struggle with those questions on your own. And to not look for answers from other people, but instead read the different scriptures of all the different religions of the world. Read the mythologies of the ancient cultures. You know, delve deep into science and physics and mathematics, biology, you know, astronomy, quantum physics, all of this. Delve deep into it and come up with your own answers, because the reason why this is so important, I'm sorry I have a runny nose, I just did my nose drops for my allergies, and so like now like everything's coming out, it's pretty gross. The reason why it's so important for you to ask these questions for yourself and to continuously revisit this, whether you're a newcomer, an intermediate, or an advanced practitioner, I think asking yourself this question every once in a while is extremely vital to your spiritual evolution and to your process. Extremely vital, because your ethics and your morals and your ideas about magic change. That's the whole point, you know, you're growing. But specifically for the newcomer, for the solitary practitioner, for that person who is just starting out, I think it's common sense to say, well, what is magic? What is this? You know, what is this force that we're talking about? What is this energy that we're talking about? And what that does is it becomes a domino effect, a ripple effect, you know, of logical, critical thinking. You know, now it begins to lead you to the next question, which will then lead you to the next question, and so on and so forth. And when that happens, you're able to then create a structure for yourself, for your magical practice. And you are able to not only make a structure, but to then make your own moralistic code, you know, your own personal code of ethics that you hold yourself accountable for. And that's important. That's really important, because when it comes to that point in your magical journey where you have become advanced enough to be able to take on hex work, curse work, healing work, all these things that require a lot of magic and a lot of power, now you're able to step back, observe the situation, and say to yourself, is this worth my energy? Is this worth my time? Is this worth my magic and my power? You know? And when you're able to do that, you have hit a new level for your spiritual journey. And I encourage you to then, when you get there, revisit the question. What is magic? What does that mean to me? How does it work? Where does my power come from? You know, it's funny, you know, it seems like such a simple question, you know, and then, you know, you're listening to me talk and you're like, probably like, who is she? You know, why is she preaching at me, right? Here's the thing. I've been at this for a little over 20 years, and I still consider myself a student. I'm not an expert at anything regarding this. These are my experiences, my ideas, my personal opinion about this stuff, right? And I'm not the end-all be-all of these conversations, and I'm not anything you really have to refer to. I'm not anyone you have to refer to when it comes to magic. However, I am here to say this is how I started. You know, this question, what is magic? How does it work? Where does it come from? Now, some of you are lucky enough to have been initiated into a group or a coven or a house. And through those initiations, you are revealed certain information. or maybe you are a part of a religious organization that has a particular book that will give you all of that information, right? And you're fortunate and you're blessed, and that's wonderful, and I'm happy for you, and I'm glad that you're able to have a reference point to start off with when asking these big philosophical questions. But for the solitary practitioner, for the individual that really has to start from scratch, that has to dig deep, that has to do the legwork, these questions mean everything. So I ask you and I petition you and I pretty much encourage you to do this and, you know, make response videos if you'd like and post comments if you'd like. And if you feel you know someone who needs to be encouraged to do this, share this video. I think my next video I'm going to address the solitary practitioner. I think solitary practitioners need to hear a few things. So that's it for me. Thank you so much, and like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon.